tensions are soaring as the United States remains in a heightened threat environment. With the risk of terrorist attacks looming and global conflicts intensifying, the urgency to reinforce defense systems has never been clearer. In response to these alarming events, the United States has invested a mind-blowing amount into the creation of an extremely powerful defense system. But what exactly can this powerhouse of technology do? And is this massive investment enough to truly safeguard the nation? Join us as we explore the powerful capabilities of the United States' new million-dollar defense system. The United States Air Force is finally replacing the old LGM-30 Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile with the new powerful LGM-35A Sentinel ICBM. The Sentinel ICBM is part of updating the land-based section of the U.S. nuclear weapons system. In the early development stages, the Sentinel ICBM was called the Ground-Based Strategic Deterrent. Nuclear deterrence is the top mission for the Department of Defense. It supports all U.S. military actions around the world and is the core of our national defense and that of our allies. The Air Force Nuclear Weapons Center handles everything related to the Air Force's nuclear weapons, including buying, maintaining, upgrading, and eventually getting rid of them. The center is working diligently to replace the old Minuteman III, which is the quickest part of the triad, with the new Sentinel ICBM. While some parts have been updated since the Minuteman III first started in the early 1970s, most of the basic system still uses the original equipment. Let's get into the details and capabilities of this new defense system that the United States has invested over $297 million into. The LGM-35 Sentinel, also known as the Ground-Based Strategic Deterrent, is a new American land-based intercontinental ballistic missile system that is still being developed. It will replace all 450 Minuteman III missiles between 2029 and 2075. The Minuteman missiles are currently located in North Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, and Nebraska. In 2020, the Department of the Air Force awarded Northrop Grumman a $13.3 billion contract to develop the LGM-35 after Boeing withdrew its proposal. Northrop Grumman is working with several subcontractors, including Lockheed Martin, General Dynamics, Bechtel, Honeywell, Aerojet Rocketdyne, Parsons, and Textron. The U.S. Air Force just recently announced that the program's costs had increased to over $125 billion, which is 37% higher than the original $95.3 billion budget, and the deployment would be delayed by 2 years. A new cost estimate released by the Department of Defense on July 8, 2024, put the total program cost for the Sentinel at $140.9 billion. The latest GBSD was officially named the LGM-35A Sentinel. However, the program has faced delays and cost increases, with the total cost rising significantly above initial estimates and the deployment schedule being pushed back by a couple of years. The program also saw an increase in the cost per missile due to higher expenses in command systems and infrastructure. The Sentinel will use the W-87 Mod 1 thermonuclear warhead, replacing the older W-78 warhead currently in use. The Sentinel is planned to start service by the late 2020s, initially using existing warheads and transitioning to the new ones shortly after. Testing for the Sentinel will occur at various locations, including Hill Air Force Base in Utah and Vandenberg Space Force Base in California, with additional testing at other sites like Dugway Proving Ground and Kwajalein Atoll. A test launch involving a re-entry vehicle for the Sentinel has already taken place. In 2010, lawmakers from states with nuclear missiles, known as the ICBM Coalition, told President Obama they wouldn't support the New START treaty with Russia unless he agreed to update the U.S. nuclear triad, which includes nuclear weapons launched from land, sea, and air. President Obama agreed to modernize or replace all three parts of the triad. The U.S. Air Force Nuclear Weapons Center later requested proposals for a new nuclear ICBM to replace the aging Minuteman III missiles, originally deployed in 1970. The new missiles, called the Ground-Based Strategic Deterrent, would be phased in over a decade starting in the late 2020s and were expected to cost around $264 billion over 50 years. Boeing and Northrop Grumman both competed for the contract. Both companies were given contracts for initial development, but Boeing eventually dropped out, citing Northrop's advantage after acquiring Orbital ATK, a key supplier. As a result, Northrop Grumman became the sole bidder and was awarded the contract to develop the new ICBM. Another country with a mind-blowing defense system is Israel. This country is located in a region where tensions run high, surrounded by neighboring countries that are hostile to its existence. This close proximity to its adversaries means that a missile attack could happen at any time. To protect itself from unexpected attacks, Israel has created a top-notch defense system, a powerful anti-missile shield that works 24/7 and can stop fast-moving missiles. This advanced technology not only keeps the country safe, but also stands as a symbol of Israel's strength and ingenuity. Just how powerful is Israel's air defense system? Since declaring its independence in 1948, Israel has faced several conflicts and used different weapons to protect its borders. During the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, Israel used leftover weapons from the Second World War, which included small arms, mortars, and basic tanks. In the 1956 Suez Crisis, Israel joined France and the UK in a campaign against Egypt. This conflict highlighted the strength of the Israeli Air Force and featured British-made Centurion tanks as crucial to Israel's ground forces. In the 1967 Six-Day War, Israel's success was partly due to French Mirage 3 fighter jets, which gave them control of the skies. The war also saw the use of Soviet-made T-54 and T-55 tanks. By the 1973 Yom Kippur War, new weapons were introduced, including American fighter jets. This war highlighted the significance of anti-tank missiles, especially the Soviet RPG-7 rockets used by Arab forces. The RPG-7 is a simple, reusable rocket launcher designed to be used against tanks. Created by the Soviet Union and now made by the Russian company Basalt, it is known for its toughness, low cost, and effectiveness. This makes it the most commonly used anti-tank weapon worldwide, with around 40 countries using it. It is also popular with irregular and guerrilla forces. Later in the 1990s, a tumultuous period when Hezbollah, situated in Lebanon, rained rockets into northern Israeli population centers, presenting an acute and unexpected security challenge for the Israel Defense Forces. The continuous threat from these rocket attacks compelled Israeli authorities to contemplate the development of a short-range anti-missile system. However, as discussions surrounding this project unfolded, U.S. defense officials voiced valid concerns. The creation of a formidable anti-missile defense system was no small feat, raising questions about budget constraints and the substantial resources it would necessitate. To tackle these challenges, Israel's Ministry of Defense began a tough process of research and development. Experts worked hard together, which led to the creation of the Iron Dome. This advanced defense system shows Israel's strong commitment to protecting its people and highlights its ability to innovate and adapt to new security threats. The system is built to intercept and destroy short-range rockets and artillery shells fired from 4 to 70 kilometers away if they are heading toward an Israeli-populated area. From 2011 to 2021, the United States gave $1.6 billion to the Iron Dome defense system, with an additional $1 billion approved by Congress in 2022. The push for the Iron Dome project started in 2004 when Brigadier General Daniel Gold took charge of the Research and Development Division of the Israel Defense Forces. Gold strongly supported the anti-missile project, even bypassing Army rules to get the funding needed. He was also key in gaining political backing for the project. During the 2006 Second Lebanon War, Hezbollah fired about 4,000 rockets at northern Israel, including Haifa, the country's third-largest city. This attack killed 44 Israeli civilians and forced around 250,000 people to evacuate. Around 1 million Israelis had to stay in bomb shelters or nearby areas during the conflict. In the south, over 8,000 rockets were fired into Israel from Gaza by Hamas between 2000 and 2008. Most of these rockets were from 122mm Grad launchers smuggled into Gaza, giving them a longer range. This created a serious security threat, with nearly 1 million Israelis in the south within rocket range. In February 2007, Defense Minister Amir Peretz chose the Iron Dome as Israel's defense solution against these short-range rockets. The $210 million system was developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems and the IDF. The Iron Dome is a sophisticated system designed to detect and destroy short-range rockets, artillery shells, and ballistic missiles. Since it was first used, the Iron Dome has been highly successful in intercepting threats, protecting Israeli civilians, and key military assets from rocket and missile attacks. Palestinian militant groups in Gaza were estimated to have around 30,000 rockets and mortar bombs, which could be targeted by the Iron Dome when launched. The range of these weapons varies significantly, and although they lack advanced guidance systems, their accuracy has improved over time. Estimates exist regarding the number, type, range, and payload of these rockets. Fundamentally, the primary mission of the Iron Dome is to intercept and neutralize immediate threats posed by short-range projectiles swiftly. These threats typically consist of rockets and 155mm artillery shells with a range of up to 70 kilometers, roughly equivalent to 43 miles. What sets the Iron Dome apart is its unwavering operational effectiveness, irrespective of external conditions such as day or night, adverse weather, or the simultaneous presence of multiple threats. This adaptability and reliability underscore its significance in the field of missile defense, especially in safeguarding Israeli territories and their inhabitants. At the heart of the Iron Dome is its detection and tracking radar, which serves as the system's watchful eye. This radar was developed together by ELTA, an Israeli defense company under Israel Aerospace Industries, and the Israel Defense Forces. Its main job is to spot incoming threats as they are launched and track their flight paths. The radar gives accurate information that the Iron Dome uses to calculate how to intercept the threats. The Battle Management and Weapon Control Center is the strategic heart of the Iron Dome. Developed by Rafael and Empress Systems, an Israeli software company, this command center controls the entire system. It carefully processes data from the radar, assessing the path of detected threats. The center decides the exact moment to launch a missile based on the threat's path. It acts as the brain behind the system's fast, accurate, and highly effective defense. The final piece in this puzzle is the missile firing unit, which plays a pivotal role in intercepting incoming threats. Its main responsibility is to launch the Tamir interceptor missile. The Tamir missile, crafted by Rafael, features advanced electro-optic sensors and multiple steering fins, providing exceptional maneuverability and precision. Typically, within each Iron Dome battery, you can find 3 to 4 launchers, each containing up to 20 interceptor missiles. This setup effectively showcases the system's impressive capability to manage multiple engagements simultaneously, highlighting its significance in missile defense. The Iron Dome's success lies in its smooth and well-coordinated operation, showing how technology and teamwork work together. The system's radar, the EOLM 2084, acts as a vigilant guardian, constantly monitoring the skies. It detects incoming threats and gathers important data about their paths, which is essential for accurate interception. Once the radar gathers the needed data, the Battle Management and Weapon Control Center takes over. It analyzes the information, carefully assessing the path of the identified threat. This step is crucial to determine if the threat is real and poses a danger to a specific area. The system only launches interceptor missiles when a genuine threat is confirmed. When a threat is confirmed, the Iron Dome quickly responds. An interceptor missile is launched to intercept and destroy the incoming threat before it can reach its target. The Tamir missile's ability to maneuver precisely helps ensure successful interception. What makes the Iron Dome different from traditional air defense systems is its unique deployment method. Unlike centralized systems where all components are grouped together, the Iron Dome is decentralized. Each launcher works independently and can be controlled remotely through a secure wireless connection. This setup gives the system more flexibility and responsiveness to changing threats. Reports suggest that each Iron Dome battery can protect an area of about 150 square kilometers, highlighting its extensive coverage. This decentralized design aligns with the Iron Dome's goal to provide comprehensive and effective protection against various aerial threats. On October 7, 2023, Israel was unexpectedly attacked by Hamas, a militant group based in Gaza, with a massive missile barrage. Hamas fired thousands of rockets at various targets across Israel. Reports suggest that over 3,000 rockets broke through Israel's defenses, resulting in the deaths of approximately 1,300 Israelis. In response, Israel quickly launched a counterattack and officially declared war on Hamas the next day. In this conflict, Israel decided to deploy its new advanced laser defense system. Israel's exploration into laser technology began in the mid-1970s when military experts recognized its potential to enhance defense capabilities. Partnering with Israeli defense companies like Israel Aerospace Industries and Rafael, they started researching the basics of laser weaponry and how it could be applied in defense. Despite limited resources and knowledge at the time, They focused on research, leading to the creation of early prototypes. One of the first major successes was the testing of a gas dynamic laser in 1976, generating about 10 kilowatts of power. Although there were many challenges, this achievement laid the groundwork for future advancements in laser weapons and kept the vision of using high-energy lasers for defense alive, inspiring continued development. From the late 1970s to the early 2000s, Israel worked hard on developing high-energy laser defense systems. They made significant progress through research, testing, and experimentation. A key achievement during this time was the creation of the Nautilus prototype in the late 1990s, which was a joint project with the United States. This system demonstrated Israel's advancing skills in laser technology and was an important step toward more advanced laser defense systems. The Nautilus helped pave the way for future improvements in this area. In the 2000s, Israel began exploring the transition from chemical laser systems to solid-state lasers for defense purposes. Solid-state lasers offered several advantages, including greater efficiency and reduced logistical requirements, making them a more viable option for military applications. This transition marked a significant turning point in Israel's laser defense strategy, culminating in the development of systems like the Iron Beam. The Iron Beam system, utilizing solid-state lasers, represents a pinnacle of Israel's defense technology, combining decades of research, testing, and innovation. As Israel continues refining its capabilities and adapting to new challenges, the Iron Beam stands as a testament to the nation's commitment to maintaining its security through cutting-edge technology. The Iron Beam laser system has emerged as a vital part of Israel's defense strategy, offering a potent solution against various airborne threats. This system was developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems in collaboration with Israel's Ministry of Defense. It is designed to operate as a directed energy weapon system, neutralizing incoming threats such as rockets, mortar shells, and UAVs with remarkable speed and precision. The system's advanced laser technology focuses a high-energy beam on targets, causing them to overheat and ultimately disabling or destroying them before they can cause harm. One of the Iron Beam's key advantages lies in its ability to engage multiple targets rapidly, delivering a near instantaneous response to incoming threats. Its speed and accuracy make it an invaluable tool in Israel's defense arsenal. The Iron Beam laser system adds another level of protection to Israel's defense, working alongside systems like the Iron Dome. This boosts Israel's ability to handle various aerial threats and keeps its airspace secure even with more advanced attacks. The Iron Beam is also a cost-effective defense solution. Unlike traditional missile systems that can be pricey due to the cost of interceptor missiles, the Iron Beam uses lasers, which are cheaper to operate. However, the Iron Beam has some drawbacks. Its performance can be affected by weather conditions like fog and dust, which can weaken the laser beam. Despite these issues, improvements in laser technology are expected to overcome these problems. As Israel continues to develop and improve the Iron Beam, it will become an even more crucial part of its defense strategy. Russia, on the other hand, is also working on their defense system. In July 2024, IDIRW reported that during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's first trip to Russia after starting his third term, Russia renewed its offer to work with India on producing the new S-500 air defense system. This proposal comes as India looks to improve its defense capabilities, having already bought the Russian S-400 system for border security. The S-500 improves on the S-400 with a faster response time of 3 to 4 seconds compared to the S-400's 9 to 10 seconds. The S-500 can handle various threats, including drones, hypersonic missiles, and ballistic missiles, with a range of up to 600 kilometers. It can track up to 10 hypersonic targets at once and detect objects in space up to 2,000 kilometers high. Its main focus is on intermediate-range ballistic missiles. In May 2018, Russia tested the S-500's long-range missile capabilities with successful results, according to U.S. intelligence. Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu also announced plans to deploy the S-500 Prometheus system in Ukraine. This system can target a range of threats, including ICBMs and hypersonic missiles, up to 200 kilometers high. It uses fast missiles and features a quick response time of 3 to 4 seconds, making it suitable for rapid deployment in combat. Thanks for watching. While you are still here, Click on the link appearing on your screen to check out another of our videos. See you there.